Hi John, I've got a much better understanding of what annuities are now, which has been really, really helpful. But I understand there are different retirement income options now, and there's a difference between an annuity on one side and a drawdown on another. So can you help me understand what those are?
Yes, I'll probably start by telling you what both of them offer you to begin with. So both of them offer you a chance to take 25% of your pension pot, so a quarter of your pension pot, as a tax-free lump sum. So you can take that out without paying any tax on it to begin with. And then the difference starts. So annuity is, we've discussed between us before, is a product that guarantees your income for life, and it pays out in the way that you've chosen to pay out, and that's absolutely set in stone, can't change. Drawdown, on the other hand, is where your money will remain invested. So it can increase in value, but can also decrease in value as the stock markets or wherever you have your money invested changes. And what that means is that your income can change as well. So you might be able to take more income, or you might have to take less income in the long run.
Well, tax-free sounds great, love that. Stock market, I'm not so sure. So, I mean, this might be an unfair question, John, but which one's better?
It's horses for courses, Barry. There's no one answer to that, unfortunately. So each person will have their own needs and their own aims that they have in retirement. But there's certain similarities between them both that it's probably worth knowing. So as we've mentioned, you can take 25% or a quarter of the pot as a tax-free income. You can't access it until age 55, but that's going up to age 57 from April 2028.
Okay.
So that's across both products as well. And the income that you get from these products is subject to tax. So you will pay income tax on the income that you take from it.
Okay.
So there is one other thing, Barry. This doesn't have to be an either or option. So it's not drawdown or annuity. They do complement each other well and can work together quite well. So to give you an example, you might take out a guaranteed income that can help towards your bills that you have to pay on a regular basis. And that could then leave some money left over to use in drawdown to invest and maybe get a better income as a result of that.
Okay. Well, that sounds really sensible. I like choice. Can you help me understand the pros and cons in a little bit more detail?
Okay, Barry, if you value security and reliability, annuity could be an option to consider. It provides that guarantee of what you're going to get. And also the amount of income that you receive can be dependent on your health and your lifestyle. So if you're unwell or have certain lifestyle factors like smoking, you can get a higher income as a result of that. But on the flip side, if you were to die shortly after taking one out, you might not get back all the money that you've invested in there. However, if you consider flexibility as being your main driver, then maybe drawdown is the right option to take. Now, it allows you to remain invested, so you can maybe get a better income from it, but also your value of your investment could go down as well. You can, unlike annuity, you can change the level of income that you receive from it as time goes on. So you can flex it to your needs.
Okay. So it's almost security and versus flexibility in deciding what's most important to me.
Yes, that's right.
So how do I make the best choice for my retirement income then, John?
So it's important to carry on reviewing your options, Barry, and then one way you can do that is to use the government's PensionWise service. And they can give you free unbiased guidance on what your options are and help you see a clear path through there. Or if you're still confused, then there's financial advisors that you can use as well to get some professional advice on what's best for you. And on our website we have our retirement income calculator that gives you a really good view of the income that you can get from annuity, from drawdown, and from other products as well. So you can see those, side by side and get a view there.
So John, I've spent a great deal of my life working really hard saving into my pension, building up this money, whilst trying to do all the fun things in life too. Yeah. But I'm really conscious that when I retire, I've got no plans on working again. I don't want a part-time job, don't want any of that. And I'm a bit concerned to put my money at risk. Yeah, you mentioned the word investment and flexibility, but I'm sort of concerned to put my money at risk then, because I don't want to lose it, because I've got no capacity to earn anymore. So what's your thoughts on that?
Well, firstly, hats off to you for saving all that money over the years.
Thanks,
and getting yourself in a good position now to be able to make some wise decisions.
Yeah.
You say that you're concerned about risk, and the obvious options that you can look at is then the products that don't have any risk with them, such as an annuity. Whether that be the lifetime annuity that we've discussed, that will pay you an income for the whole of your life, or whether it's a fixed term one that will pay it for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
But I think you should also consider that risk is variable. That there isn't just one type of risk. There's low risk, there's medium risk, there's high risk.
Yeah, okay.
And when you're looking at more risky products like Drawdown, there can be options available to suit your level of risk as well. Now, this can get quite complex, and you're probably wise to go and talk to a financial advisor to understand your risk levels and what products would suit those. But if you want to remove all risk from your retirement planning, then guaranteed products like annuities can do that.
Okay, so I guess I've got that balance between hearing those words like stock market and going, right, that means big risk, and then going, well, what if an annuity doesn't provide me with enough income, but I want that level of lower risk that goes with it, so I can have a combination of the two that isn't all going into the stock market.
You can.
Yeah.
So, and again, speaking to a financial advisor is what you want to do here. But there are investments that are low risk, or invest in things like bonds and deposits, where there's minimal risk in there. But there will always be an element of risk within the Drawdown products.
Yeah, okay, and I've just got to balance that up against what the future that I might like and for how long I want to live.
Indeed, yes.
That sounds really sensible. The value of advice could be really imperative there.
I think it is in this instance, Barry. Yeah. I should also point out, Barry, that Legal & General have a retirement advice service that you can use to help you understand your options better at retirement. So that might be worth looking into.
Right, that's really helpful, John. I'll certainly have a look at that, take some time. You've been a font of knowledge today. Once again, thank you so much, John.
Oh, you're really welcome, Barry. Thank you.
Visit legalandgeneral.com/annuities for information and helpful guides.
And also, if you like the video, remember to like, share and subscribe it.